Boxing King Media in association with Boxro here in Cardiff, Wales. What an event from Black Flash Promotions, the first time event. You spoke about it a few months ago. You said you wanted to bring boxing to Wales, and you did. And what a show!
Do you know what? I'm beginning to believe in myself so much in in everything that I do. I mean, because there's two types of people. It depends what you're doing it for. I do boxing for respect. It's like as a fighter, I do it to get respect. The money comes later, yeah, and the big things will come after. But once you've got the respect, like we've come to Cardiff, we've done a Cardiff debut, and we got the respect of all the people that we've come down there for, including the officials, the fans, the boxers, the trainers. I mean, we got the rightful respect, and that's the key. And to come down there now, you know, and the fans as well, the fans would absolutely. Cardiff people are brilliant. All day long, brilliant.
I think it's worth mentioning there was only one of your fighters on the card tonight, and the rest are all local fighters: Gary Lockett, Gavin Rees.
Well, I mean, I go way back with Gary Lockett, and a big, massive thank you, a big, massive shout out to Gary Lockett. I mean, without Gary, it probably wouldn't, it could never have happened, to be quite honest with you. And he said to me, you know what, this is what Gary says, he says, you know what, Pat, you put on a lot of shows, and there's a lot of these kids, he says, where you don't make anything, you lose. He said, I'm going to put all my big ticket sellers on for you. And you know what, he did. To me, I don't care really, but you know, what Gary did is he did something that nobody in the whole entire boxing that I've known has done before, and the way he put it out. So, thank you, Gary Lockett.
Any performances stuck out for you tonight?
All of them, especially the one who wore the Star Vader mask. Me, honestly, I didn't think he was so good. He was awesome.
Only 18.
He was absolutely awesome. He was brilliant. Good kid. Good prospect. And one day you're going to see him go far. And, you know, again, you get the privileges of putting him on a show, and, you know, it's great. Like I said, I think I nailed it today with the atmosphere. There wasn't a kickoff. There wasn't what you call it. Security was brilliant. It was on everything. Mate, it's just unbelievable.
And I hope you do bring back more shows here, and the fans will appreciate that. Have you got any plans for, can you give us a hint or an idea when you're back in Wales?
I can see myself coming back at least, getting 3 shows. I'm going to talk with the Vales, the place there, the arena person who owns it, Peter. I'm going to talk about him for some dates for next year. So if I get 3 dates there, it's well done. I mean,
definitely, and I can't let you go, Pat, without asking you about one of the potentially biggest all British fights this year. Got announced yesterday. A guy from your era, Chris Eubank Jr. and Nigel Benn, their sons are facing off with each other. What's your thoughts on that fight?
Do you know what? To be quite honest with you, I think to me, I love Conor Benn. I go back with him, and I've known him from being little. His dad introduced me to him back in the day, and I think he doesn't need Eubank. I don't see. You know, the thing is, I don't want people to make it about what the parents have done. If it was about the 2 fighters and it was in the same weight division coming along, it would have been great. It would have been interesting. But for the catch thing and to come up and to come down, because if someone gets beat, they're going to say, "Oh, I'm not naturally that weight. It wasn't for me. I lost too much weight." I mean, they don't need each other. They're on different paths, and the only thing that makes it a rivalry is because of what the parents were like. And that, to me, doesn't make a finger to me. So I think Conor Benn would do better if he just stays in his own lane of what he does.
Fair dues to having that opinion, Pat. And a quick one, Usyk AJ 7 days away. And also worth mentioning, did you know this was the only show in the UK today?
No.
So, the only show, and it was live, it was all free to view. So 7 days from today, Usyk AJ 2. Usyk's put on 15 kg in weight. AJ's got a new trainer on board. How do you think it's going to go?
Do you know what? I can't predict that fight. It's just a fight that I'm just going to watch and enjoy, because, you know, AJ, I think, he's got a lot to lose and everything to gain. Usyk really has got nothing to lose. I mean, he gets beat, he can come back. I mean, he's been beat by Ruiz. He's lost 2 fights, so he can't get beat. You know what I mean? This is it.
In fact, before I let you go as well, Lyndon Arthur announced recently he signed with Wasserman. So is it back in the gym with you as well? What's the plans with Lyndon?
He never left the gym. Hang on a minute, let's correct one thing. He never left the gym when he says he's back in the gym. He's always been in the gym. What's the plan for him? Just take one thing at a time. Let's just get him back out there and then see what happens up there. what I mean, slowly building back. Let's get him back.
Could he be looking at the winner of Shaq and Peters, Dan Aziz?
Again, why jump the gun? You know what I mean? People talk about fighters, he's getting back in the ring. Let's get him back in the ring, do what he's got to do, and then, you know what I mean? Anything can happen from there.
Final word, Pat. Anything else you want to add? Anything the fans can keep an eye out from Black Flash Promotions?
Pardon?
Final word from you. Anything you want to add about Black Flash Promotions or anything got coming up?
No, just keep watching the channel. Keep tuning into the Black Flash boxing channel. As you see, we like to show the journey, not just the destination. As you can see here, we're going for it, and so just keep watching it.
Pat, thank you and well done tonight.
Thank you.